Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is the Byalant. And I'll just warn you in advance, this is not a great round. The Byalant, I've got the level 1, it's a 500 pointer. It is kinda tough to use. It's a flyer, it has just like the O's weapons come in 1 and 4, Byalants come in 1 and 2. You have a single shot burst fire mega particle cannon, or you have the double, which does stun. In addition to all that, yes, it can fly, but it has... I swear it doesn't have as good stun resistance in the air as the Go Flight types do. I swear it's not even as good as that. And it also... good swing there. And it also, for some reason, loses a little bit of damage in the air. I don't know what they were trying to compensate for, but it was overcompensation because... I'm not going to say this is bad, but it is very hard to use. We are, once again, on the Arctic base, and, yeah, I'm not... Like I said, it's not a great round. I do okay, but we do lose pretty handily. I don't usually run stuff like that, but, to be honest, I think it's the best I do with the Byalant, so I'm going to run it. You're not going to see me fly very much, because that's when I seem to get in the most trouble. If I'm going to die in this thing, I very likely die in the air or just knocked out of it. But just trying to rapid fire that to death, not quite there. Overheated my guns and missed my shot. I think our Zissa got it. Did we have a Zissa? Yeah, but it just spawned back in, so I guess the an ally Zissa just hit it and, you know, with the damage over time thing. But I'm about to die, but just trying to get the damage in and get the kill, which I was not able to do. The other problem, of course, with the Byalant is that it is as wide as a house. It's got those super broad shoulders, which means it makes an amazingly huge target in the air. So you not only go down with as much stun or less than a Go Flight type, but you are much easier to hit. The big like a single round from a Rick-DS bazooka will knock it out of the sky, which I think is a little bit much. I swear I could survive more than that in a Go Flight. I haven't run one in forever, so maybe not, but I swear it just feels easier to knock down than a Go Flight type. And I'm going to try to get the big swing. Okay, I got the kill. I'm now surrounded, but I got the kill. The one thing about the big arms, though, is that it does at least have a great melee range. It's just, again, living long enough to actually use that. And yeah, we're starting to get tells from other... Okay, not even sure where that shot came from. Called for help far too late. But, yeah, they're attacking the base because I don't think there's anybody left. And, yeah, I'm not sure what I was supposed to stay close to because the rest of the team is dead. So, yeah, close to what, sir? You know, pardon me if my sodium content is a little bit high for the next couple of recordings, but I have had such a hard time the last week or so getting decent rounds. I mean, you would think with a guest week I would have had time to get some good stuff put in the can for later. No, I was not able to get basically anything until the Tuesday night I'm recording this. And, you know, a couple okayish ones the previous Monday, some decent ones on Tuesday, yeah, and that's about all I banked for that whole guest week. So not ideal, but yeah, a couple of big broad swings. Like I said, it really does have good melee range. You just have to be able to actually do anything with it, which can be tricky. It also, one thing it does have going for it in the air, which again, I'm mostly staying on the ground because that's where I've done my best work with it so far. But the one thing it has going for it in the air is that lunge that you just saw, unlike the one Go Flight type's shoulder tackle, which, as far as I can tell, is always level with the ground, that lunge is directional. So if you lunge, you know, if you point at the ground and lunge, you will dive down from above, which theoretically is a really great power. In practice, I have yet to find a really good application for it. It needs some kind of better defenses. I'm not sure exactly what those defenses would be, but it needs to be able to get into the air and use an attack without being stunned immediately. Also, as usual, I was killed during my dodge roll. It just happens a lot, and I am once again getting stay close, but I'm not sure what I should be staying close to, because a big chunk of the rest of the team is dead. Now, number one, they should stay close. Maybe that's who they were talking to, because yeah, number one is way off over by themselves attacking the enemy base. They're at Gym 3. They can do a decent job of that. They've got a lot of missiles to throw at that base. As you can see, it's wearing down pretty quickly. They're attacking our base, and not going back to protect their own. That's not going to come into play. We're not going to get that base blown up. But yeah, I'm not really sure here what to do next. I'm just okay. So they did start to filter back a couple of them and go after that gym, which is actually good, because if enough of us spawn in and start attacking here, we might be able to do something. I should not have gotten focused on that Rick DS that was being countered. That while that person was immobile, I should have been working on this Zissa like that. But yeah, it's just sometimes prioritizing targets is probably one of my weakest skills. It is. I get focused on one, I will start chasing them down or ignore the other people around me when I should be trying to keep them off of me or my teammates, and it just does not often work out well. Spun out of the way of that. My stun shots are not ready, as you can see. As you can see, this thing is incredibly fragile. I've taken, what, a couple of good volleys, and I'm already almost dead? Yeah, it does not take much to kill a Byalant. I think I've even got it spec'd for defense at this point. If not, I'm going to the next time I run it. But yeah, it's going to get patched. By the time you see this, it may already have been patched, because the big monthly patch should be alive by the time you see this. We're getting the military base from GBO1 back. We're getting an English voice option. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Also some PS5-only enhancements for controls. Various kinds of feedback for the DualSense controller. So, yeah, good stuff coming into the game. But, yeah, just I don't know what it's going to look like exactly, but I'm hoping that the Byalant will get patched. And I got knocked down by the explosion, and the Rick DS came around the corner and hit me. I think I spec'd it for melee defense mostly, because you'll notice that knockdown swing didn't do a lot. Beam and ballistic attacks, however, will do a fair amount. So, and again, I am, about twice as wide as any other mobile suit on the field. So we bounced off of each other a little bit. Tagged it, but it tackled me through the melee hit that should have stunned it, because latency is a wonderful thing. And now I'm down about 10,000 health. But I can stun it, and if I stun it, I'm going to go after it, even if there's other things around it. Tagged it pretty good, and following up the big swing, which was a kill. Yeah, so, and at this point there's 5 seconds left, so I'm just going to swing on the base, because what else is there to do? Or I'm going to shoot it because I wasted my swing. There was no way to destroy the base either way. It doesn't matter. So yeah, I did fairly well, but the Byalant is a tough one. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully by the time you see this, this will have been patched and the whole thing is moot. But I did okay. I was about a third of our score. I did 107,000 damage, 1,000 points of assists, 6 kills and 4 deaths, but yeah, it just was not enough. So that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more, so till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! I don't know, I suppose they could put the Byalant custom in the game as the one that's actually good, but we'll see what happens with that.